I'm okay. I only had 1 to 3 drinks. I can drive. One of my friends got behind the wheel under the influence and proceeded to drive like a normal day. Although he thought he was doing the speed limit of 30 miles per hour, the police officer caught him at 55 miles per hour. He was charged with DWI, lost his rank, lost his pay, and was relieved from the military. Drinking and driving is becoming more normal nowadays because people assume that they're okay to drive. After numerous of drinking and driving incidents in the Army, we continuously have safety briefs on how to prevent accidents. The one thing people that are drinking lack is to have a plan before you start drinking. I want you all to please listen carefully and take drinking and driving seriously because it is a serious crime. It also can become a tragedy that you have to live with for the rest of your life. We will discuss why people think that they're okay to drive, the major causes of drinking and driving, and the way to create a plan. Majority of car accidents, arrests, and fatalities involve drinking and driving. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation of National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, each day people have driven drunk almost 300,000 times, but fewer than 4,000 are arrested. In 2014, 9,967 people were killed in alcohol-impaired driving crashes. Of the 170 traffic deaths among children ages 0 to 14 in 2014, 209 involved in alcohol-impaired driving. There are too many causes of why drinking and driving occurs. One of the most causes is people believe that they are less drunk than they actually are. Drinkers think they know their limits and can control themselves. People have driven drunk before, think that they are an expert at it. The second cause is personal problems taking a hold of them. Sometimes people just want to go out and just go on a run to run away from their issues and problems. So the first thing they do is get behind the wheel. Some people cannot handle their own personal problems, and driving while drinking takes them to another place. A third cause is people are too afraid to call for help. According to the drunk driving studies and prevention, people are too scared to call their parents and or friends to get a safe ride home. Some people just don't want to anger their friends and refuse to get in the car. So we all know the causes are very clear and we recognize the issues are arising. So what are the steps that we take to avoid these situations? There are 3 major steps that we can take to solve the problem. First, we need to ensure that you have a plan before you start drinking. Make sure you have a ride and a backup ride. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has created a list of sober, safe riding programs across the country. Drink responsibly. If you feel yourself getting too drunk, slow down. For every drink you have a glass of water. Secondly, we need to have DUI checkpoints. According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association, only 38 states, the District of Columbia, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the Virgin Islands conduct sobriety checkpoints, which is DUI checkpoints. Law enforcement are stationed to check drivers to see if they are impaired or intoxicated. This makes drivers plan ahead and help them stay off the road to avoid repercussions. Third, more briefings and advertisements of DUIs and crimes. Getting the message out there with factual information help people see that the crime is real and that it is a big deal. Emphasizing the issue of daily or weekly will get the world to understand why this is such a big issue. According to the safety briefings that my unit in the U.S. Army has, we discuss the causes and effects of drink and driving weekly. According to MADD, drunk driving, they established a campaign to eliminate drunk driving. They advertise drunk driving and why it needs to stop. These are some photos. This is our growing rate yearly. This is someone who was hit by a drunk driver, and she's still alive. This plan can be very effective in eliminating or reducing drinking, as it is up to us to make a difference in our society. The steps I have previously briefed clearly can help, but it starts with us as an individual to choose our decisions wisely. You don't want to be that person or know someone who was killed by a drunk driver simply because they had no plan or refused to ask for help. In conclusion, next year, the number of deaths may increase and someone will lose their lives. We can't fix every issue, but changing one life around will make a difference. My plan may not be the best plan for everyone, but it starts to saving more lives from senseless decisions.
Don't drink and drive, folks.